What's up? Mr. Frost back with another video, aka the Frost Monarch. Yeah, man. Aka Blaze. Back with another video. Today we're gonna be when we conversate, we're gonna talk about, the topic is what makes your God or your Savior, your Creator. We're gonna have to talk about some things before we get directly into the video, because it's one of those things where you gotta have like a preamble. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get like one of those previously on da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk about that. But alright, so they wanna know what is God. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what the video is going to help you understand, or help you get a little understanding about. If you believe in God or you don't believe in God, it don't have to be God necessarily. It's the material world's way of making something metaphysical that you can't necessarily see, but it's here and you can see it. It's just not how you see it. Like, it's not how you thought you could see it, how you thought you could perceive it. So God, or this higher power, the higher you, the stuff like that. Okay. Alright, what is that? Well, first and foremost, you have to know that human beings on this planet, on this world, is interconnected, and we coexist and we cohabit. So therefore there's a connection between us. Now, knowing that, now what is that? The question is really, what do we look like when we're all connected? And there's somebody who wants to detach from somebody else, and we live in a planet, or we live in a society right now, the time in this society right now, where everybody wants to cut each other off, and if you're not serving me, you get cut off. Like, that's the language they talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. It's pretty messed up, when we know we are supposed to be coexisting, cohabiting. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be connected. How are you feeling like you obligated and entitled to cut somebody off? But we're not going to talk about the morals. We're not going to talk about the values. We're not going to talk about how some people are being influenced by things that are not them and right for them. You know what I'm saying? These thoughts and these feelings come from things that are feeding on your negativity, for you to feel like somebody else is negative, knowing damn well they was made just like you, by you, of this earth, of this planet, of this world. They think like you, bleed like you, breathe like you, breathe like you. So they technically are you. So why are you feeling like you got cut parts of yourself off that you should be exploring? So you should be, you know what I'm saying, having conversations with certain people. If you don't feel like having conversations because you working or whatever, I'm not talking about like a job as far as going to work, a 9-to-5 job. I'm talking about your job on the, you know what I'm saying, here. So this is what the reason why we're not looking at the, so, you know what I'm saying, like a higher version of ourselves, or what many know as God. Okay. Alright. we're gonna get into a segment of it. We're gonna talk about a little bit of it. The IRA. For those that know about the IRA, before that, for those that know that of soulmates, twin flames, those type of such, you know what I'm saying? This is where it helps, because your soulmate twin flame is not necessarily the person that acts like you. It's not a reflection of you. Most of the time it's a deflection of you. It's the opposite of you, you know what I'm saying? That's what a real reflection is. You know what I'm saying? People think they have to go in the same direction, you know what I'm saying? So if you got a right hand, their left hand is your right hand. So you going right, that means they have to go left. That means if you doing the right thing, they doing the bad thing. You know what I'm saying? So the IRA is the pineal gland. For those that don't know the location, it's inside your brain. The pineal gland. The responsibility, the duty of the pineal gland is projecting holographic images of this Earth, this planet, this world. It's your reality, how you see things. So you cutting people off out of your life, it's because that's going on inside your head. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. You hating parts of yourself. You gotta feel like you gotta cut people off, and they're just holograms. It's crazy how you cutting holograms off in your head. But okay, so you have IRA. It's an eye. Remember, they call it the eye. You know what I'm saying? It's the pineal gland. Alright, so you have two people. Say if you are in, you know what I'm saying, a partnership that leads to a relationship. You have two people. You have two persons make a head. Alright, you got two eyes at that point. You know what I'm saying? Angels, they say angels have multitudes of eyes. They have multiple eyes. But a person, a human, has two eyes. So for you to be a complete person, you have to have two eyes. Otherwise, you're not. You're something. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so it's two people. And you have a head. It's where you get, in the household, you have the head of the household. And there's usually a wife and a husband, husband, a wife and a wife. The situation is two people, regardless of the title, okay? Regardless of the gender, whatever, the humanistic stipulations of that. Okay, you have family makes a body. Family, it could be your cousins, brothers, sisters, whatever, your children. A lot of times it's your children. It doesn't have to be. But the children is heightens the vibrations. The vibration. Because they are y'all combined. So you have two persons that make a head, and you have kids that make the body. The body is in a higher standpoint because it's binary fission at that point. This is, you know what I'm saying, it's pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? To be alive in this earth, on this planet, this world, is pregnant, to be inside of a womb. So you have kids that heighten your vibration if they're your kids. and they are what moves you. You know what I'm saying? What gets things, what manifests, what helps manifest things for you. Ultimately, it's the way you travel. It's what moves you. You know what I'm saying? You are on top of your kids, but your kids the reason why you see things, why you travel, why you manifest things like that. Loyalty makes a person. So faithfulness and loyalty. Loyalty is just the connection. You know what I'm saying? What 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 makes the bodies stay together. You know what I'm saying? Like physiology, anatomy, loyalty is like the cartilage in the joints that'll hold your limbs together. You know what I'm saying? So you have the body makes its individual parts, but the loyalty is the cartilage that keeps them together. This is a body. You're starting to see God now. You know what I'm saying? When you look at your family, you're starting to see God, because when you look at your family, they say look at your family tree. This family tree is nothing more than your nervous system. Okay, this is the nervous system of your God, your creator. You know what I'm saying? Your higher self. Because when you look at the top of the family tree, you might see that brain. You know what I'm saying? It's a head on top of it. You know what I'm saying? There's a body. You making it. So your family is your family tree is your nervous system, or your higher self's nervous system. You cutting family off. You cutting nerves out your body. This is the equivalent of like a root canal. You know what I'm saying? You go get your teeth done, your teeth hurt, whatever, and you start pulling nerves out. The whole time you could have put you know what I'm saying, a filling on it or something like that, a cap, a crown. Alright, so for those that haven't seen their higher self, or haven't seen it that way, you can start to imagine. You can imagine your higher self for you to actually start living a life accordingly, and knowing that certain nerves shouldn't be cut out because they hanging out. You know what I'm saying? They getting touched on, and when something affect your family member and that causes them to be so-called toxic, is because somebody needs to help them. You know what I'm saying? So you can't help. So they feel like they can't help everybody, but you can like change your diet up, because this is where communication comes from. You have to like talk to yourself. This is the reason why we are here. God talking to itself, to heal itself, not to remove parts about itself. You know what I'm saying? Your higher self is not here to destroy itself. So what makes you feel like you have to cut people off? They have there's there's more. We aren't the only ones. You know what I'm saying? There's other people here. When I mean people, I'm not talking about humans. I'm talking about higher selves. You know what I'm saying? Gods. Because if you're complete and you have the IRL and you have 2 persons and you have a family and y'all loyal, well, that's y'all complete family tree. Y'all either a small person based on how many family y'all got, or y'all a big person, a tall person, or something like that based on how many family y'all got. Depending on how loyal y'all are, it depends on how you know what I'm saying, how long y'all are, how long y'all limbs are from each other, or if you have any limbs attached. You know what I'm saying, like to separate. Like, you know how in certain conditions they separate the body into pieces. That's a family with no loyalty. So you're scattered. That's what history has taught us. Osiris, what happened to Osiris? Osiris was scattered. So means his body didn't have the loyalty. We have to get to know ourselves. Pardon me. We get to know ourselves, and we get to know beyond society, because we're not here for society, we're here for our family. You know what I'm saying? Like, society as a whole is what we're interconnected with, we cohabit with. This is our family, but we have to know, like, ourselves. We have to know our we have to know our 2 persons. We have to know our family. We have to know our loyalty, our small family. And we have to have loyalty before we can actually involve ourselves with societal standards. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't know ourselves and we jumping out in society, then we're making a mess of the overall, like the bigger God, the main person, the only one. You know what I'm saying? This is the one they call the God. You know what I'm saying? It's like a container in a container, if that makes sense. And inside of another container, you have containers inside of containers that's smaller than it. So you have a higher body, you got a smaller body than that, then you got a smaller body than that. Now you have us. Then you have what's inside of your physical body. You know what I'm saying? This IRL will project holograms. A lot of people say that Saturn is the responsible for the holograms, the illusions, and that Saturn is bad, is toxic. It's not, because in the astral body, Saturn will be your pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? Like, our solar system might be the body that we inhabit next when we get bigger and we develop inside of ourselves, because we haven't reached our celestial body yet, because we're so involved with this physical, our material world here. So we're not paying attention to what we're doing on a higher level, a higher frequency. So The sun would be our awareness, our consciousness. I'm sorry. What is dark is not being perceived. It's not being made aware of. So when you go outside and you see the light, that means you're conscious of what's in front of you. That means when you can't see it, like when you think about something and the sun will shine on it. You understand what I'm saying? When you think about something and the sun shines on it, that means it has opened up. You know what I'm saying? You're aware of it. So the way has lit up. Then when it get dark all of a sudden, or it get kind of shady for whatever reason, then you stop thinking about whatever's in front of you. It could be this material version of you, or it can be the higher version of you that's stop thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? The more the short little thing about the video is disconnect and disengage from society and get your family in order, get your household in order. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the main thing that has to come first. Before you step outside, you gotta make sure your house is in order. Your body is your temple. Make sure it's in order. Make sure it's clean. Make sure it's straight. If you going outside, you in society and you poisonous because you're not, you know what I'm saying, clean, or you filling your body up with some messed up stuff. You want to poison people on purpose. Eat some watermelon. Your family is, for those of you that believe in like alignment and attraction, love manifestation, this is where your kids, your underlings come from. You know what I'm saying? For those that you don't know what kids are, you know what I'm saying, it could be your material kids, your flesh kids. It could be the demons. Demons are children of man, the son of man. So you have a son. If demons are son of man and there's a sun in the sky, that means demons are your awareness. So being aware of something means it's, you know what I'm saying, that's your demon nature making it aware of it. You know what I'm saying?